friends, how are we doing today? Welcome to the channel. Guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing what is Dr. Squatch's Batman limited edition featuring the Batman Bricc and Riddler's Enigma. So that being said, let's get into our review. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Natural Soap Man again with another review. Thank you so much for taking some of your time to check out one of my videos. My friends, starting off with the box work and the art designs of our soaps, our limited editions, the Batman from Dr. Squatch. It's always really interesting to see what these guys come up with. Obviously they're pretty big now, right? And they have a lot of pull and a lot of sway. Now, basically how it works is if you buy the bundle, it's going to come in that box. But if you're a subscriber, you can buy them individually. I said the Batman. You can't buy the Batman through subscription. I went to check it out. You can only get the Riddler. So I don't know why. It could be due to limited quantity. Doubt it. Now, in terms of the art design, this is probably one of the best ones they've done so far. It might be the best one, honestly. I really feel that Dr. Squatch did a really good job here capturing the essence of the characters through the art design and the colors of the soap and the box and all that. When you combine everything together, so I did a really good job there. The Riddler obviously had the black and the green, and the Batman black on black. Right, a little red in there for some attitude, but overall everything looks really good. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorite limited editions to this point. So all right guys, let's start talking about our ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and post them on the screen for you to take a closer look at them and see what you think. First and foremost, this is another reason why I get a little excited when Squatch does their limited editions, because typically they'll introduce ingredients that you normally don't see anywhere else, if ever, honestly. A lot of times I never even heard of some of these things, and I gotta go look them up. Just for example, like in the Batman, you have the American Spikenard or Life of Man. You have Nettle's leaf and the Riddler, Goldenrod powder, things like that. Like, you just don't typically see things like that in other soaps. So ultimately, it's just really fun to go see and look them up and figure out what they are and what they do, right? Now, for the most part, everything seems to be okay. I'm not a big fan of the oxides. I'm not really a fan of any metals being used particularly as a colorant, but the Batman, we have black iron oxide or black rust. I would have preferred to see maybe some type of charcoal, maybe at least get some kind of benefit, where oxide is really just for cosmetic purposes. I mean, it looks cool, right? It looks cool, but other than that, it doesn't really serve you any more purpose. And the Riddler, the only thing that's kind of weird is that you have a natural fragrance and you also have an essential oil fragrance, which is a little weird because that's the point of the essential fragrance, right? It's for your fragrance. And Dr. Squatch, we know they'll let you know. They kind of make it obvious. They do use artificial fragrances in some of their soaps. So it does make me question how natural that natural fragrance really is. So basically what I'm saying is, if you're someone who cares about your soap being all natural, these are some questions you might want to ask and look into it. Just be aware of it. Now, if you're in the as long as it's natural boat, I think for the most part you're going to be satisfied with what you see here. So either way, let's move on to the next part of the video where we're going to talk about how each of our soaps smell. All right, and moving along to our sniff test portion of the video, let's talk about how our soaps smell. Let's start with the Riddler Enigma. Here we have a situation where actually Dr. Squatch is doing this riddle, right? Basically, just look at the code on top of the box. Go on their website, type it in, and apparently they'll give you the scent profile. So not really much of a riddle, but whatever. If that's something you want to go do, you may want to pause the video now because I'm about to talk about the scent now. So there's your fair warning. And moving right along, and the Riddler actually features a green apple scent, which is really interesting, definitely unique. That's something I don't think I've ever seen a men's natural soap actually feature. It's just something very uncommon. So it actually threw me off at first, and I guess it sort of was a riddle to the nose, if you will. So it was definitely interesting and something you don't see. So our Riddler is definitely bright. It's really fun. Much lighter when you compare it to our other soap, the Batman. Now the Batman Bricc features this dark, more mysterious. It's definitely a smoky, leathery, rich, very rich type of scent, sort of like Batman, right? It's definitely one of those scents where you could probably go out with it. It's something that I could definitely see somebody wanting to go like date night or go to like some type of special night or ballroom, some kind of setting of that where it's you got to dress up a little bit for. It's a little fancier setting, right? Makes me think of Bruce Wayne going to some type of one of his fancy balls or whatever he hosts about himself. Overall, I think they did a pretty good job of capturing the essence of each character with the scents. I know sometimes in the past is a little bit of a hit or miss, but I think with these two, they really nailed it, and both of them smell really good. So with that being said, guys, let's move on to the next part of the video and do a quick lather test and bring it back, and we'll do some final thoughts. Friends, let's start wrapping up our video of the Batman limited edition. As you saw, we just did a lather test, and no surprise, Dr. Squatch's soaps typically do produce a nice lather. They've always have in the past, and here seems to be no difference, at least from what I saw. Now let's go over some of the details of our soaps. Both your soaps are going to come at 5 ounces. This bundle, if you buy the entire bundle, will cost you $20. Individually it would be $7, but now based on what I saw as of recording this video, you can only buy the Riddler individually if you're a subscriber, right? You can't, even if you're subscribed, you can't buy the Batman. Now in terms of presentation, artwork, the color, the box, everything, this literally might be one of Dr. Squatch's best works yet. I mean, it's one of my favorites for sure. I really appreciated the dark, grimy artwork design. I think it really captures who and what the Batman is. Now the ingredients, I personally would have preferred some different choices would have been made. I wish it would have leaned a little more into the essential oil fragrances instead of using natural fragrances and things like that. Also would have liked to see the Batman maybe use charcoal, you know, to give you that black color rather than rust. So that's just me though. And I know some of you feel like me, you care more about yourselves being a little more on the all natural side. That's just something I think you should be aware of. But if you not necessarily care about that things, I think you'll be fine. I think overall the soap seems to be natural enough. There's nothing harsh or particularly super harmful to you, at least. Because I don't know what's in that natural fragrance, so I can't really talk on that end. But besides that, nothing else really stood out to me. Now, speaking purely of performance, I think both of them did fairly well. Right? I didn't have any complaints, no dryness or any irritation, anything like that. Skin felt fine. It was nice and soft. Nice little sillage too. I noticed that too. Both of them, the scent lasted fairly well after I used it, so thought that was something worth pointing out. Pretty cool. Honestly, overall, I think this is one of their better limited editions, if not their best. The artwork was awesome. The soaps, both of the soaps actually smelled really nice. It wasn't a case where one was better than the other or anything like that. I think they both smelled really well for what they did, right? And they were both distinctive. They were both different enough where you can identify one from the other. Thought that was really cool. Really appreciated that versus other ones they had in the past where that wasn't always the case, right? If this was a mainline soap, I would probably say no. I don't think it's worth 20 bucks getting the whole thing, but it's a limited edition. It's a whole gig. It's a spill. You know, it's really for fans of Batman. Yeah, if you want to just playfully get an idea of what the Batman or the Riddler would smell like, right? It's all fun and games, right? It's a one-time thing. All right, my friends, there you have it. That is my review of Dr. Squatch's limited edition, The Batman. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that helped you a little bit out there. If you liked it, you know, feel free to like and share with your friends and things like that. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you again so much for watching this video, man. Let me know what you think about the Batman in the comments below.